Ryan Poles finally decides to make a move on the offensive line to get some help for some pretty big issues, signing offensive lineman Jake Curhan to the active roster and center Ricky Stromberg to the practice squad, who the Bears had a lot of interest in last year before the draft. On top of that, some good news from an injury standpoint for the offensive line, minus Jaquan Brisker. A big show today for you guys, and I'm here to break it all down. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Rody, and as always, thank you for tuning in. Now, before I begin today's show, hit that like button to help welcome Jake and Ricky to the Chicago Bears, along with commenting your thoughts and wish these guys good luck. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for free Bears news and content, because also if you subscribe, we're giving away an autographed Caleb Williams football to one lucky subscriber. All you need to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment good luck in the comment section below. Let's start off with Jake Curhan, who is the newest Chicago Bears active roster lineman. He was signed off the practice squad this past week and will be on the 50-man roster for the rest of the season, according to the Chicago Bears. He stands at 6'6", 316 pounds, and is 26 years old. Last year, playing for the Seattle Seahawks, so he knows this offensive playbook, as the Bears are not switching playbooks just because Thomas Brown is the offensive coordinator. They're still going to use Shane Waldron's. 4 years pro, undrafted rookie free agent out of Cal. He's played in 31 NFL games with 9 starts. Back in 2023 with the Seahawks, he had over 300 snaps with only 3 penalties, 1 sack allowed, and a 68 PFF run block grade. So clearly, this guy can move for being as big as he is and is one of the better blocking offensive tackles in the league. He can do both offensive tackle and guard, though. It's not just an offensive tackle thing for him. He's a big guy who's reliable, is versatile, and play multiple positions, and also available when called upon. He does have starting experience as well, so if Darnell Wright needs to sit out this upcoming week against the Green Bay Packers, let him sit. He is too young to have the amount of injuries that he has already had, so I want him to just lay low. And I'm praying that this Nate Davis release and bringing up Jake gives him more of an opportunity to play, because it seems like he does have a little fire in his step, especially when on the run block. Now, the second guy that I'm going to hit on today is Ricky Stromberg, a center from Arkansas that was drafted in the 3rd round last year by the Washington Commanders. He was a former top 30 pick for the Chicago Bears and is now at Hallis Hall on the practice squad. It's funny, though, because Ricky's dad and I actually chatted on Twitter before Ricky was drafted to the Commanders how badly Ricky wanted to be a Chicago Bear. They grew up in the Chicagoland area. They live out in Tulsa now, but he wanted to be a Chicago Bear so badly. He initially didn't come here, was drafted by the Commanders at the 97th overall pick, and now it's a new start for Ricky on the practice squad, which could be huge for his career because he does have a lot of potential. He was one of the best centers in college football back in 2023. So he brings a lot of fire and a lot of energy to the Chicago Bears. He only played it in 26 career snaps because he got his first start in week 8 against the Philadelphia Eagles, and then he absolutely destroyed his knee. So obviously a big downfall. That is why he's on the practice squad. So he can still play. He healed up fast enough to be able to go back on an NFL practice squad. But at 6'4", 316 pounds and 24, he's a big guy. He's still young, but luckily he was able to heal quickly. He only has that 1 year pro with the Commanders. But again, during those 26 snaps, nothing really to worry about. 0 sacks, 0 penalties, 0 hurries. He did a pretty good job. I mean, I know it's only 26 snaps, but he was off to a pretty hot start. So we'll hopefully get to see Ricky Stromberg on this roster later in the season. I think he was just in a bad luck moment with the Commanders last year, ending his season with his first start ripping up his knee. But hopefully he can be the stud that he was in college. He can work his way back onto the active roster because he's a big, fast, and smart kid, ranked over 85 on both pass and run blocking grades, according to NFLDraftBuzz.com. And Poles loves taking chances on guys, especially when they love the Chicago Bears, which I'm praying this is one of them that works out. And especially, I'm just wishing Ricky Stromberg some good luck and that he can hopefully make this roster at one point. Now, before I get more into today's show, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Public Rec. Are you tired of squeezing into tight dress pants at the holiday season? Today's sponsor, Public Rec, has your back. The season to unwrap and gift yourself comfort with the Game Changer pants from Public Rec. The office pants that look like Monday, but feel like you're relaxing on a football Sunday. Guys, I'm not even kidding. This is my new go-to clothes. This is actually a sweater from them as well. Very comfortable, fits in all the right spots, and is really, really awesome. Look comfy, look good, solid material, and fits so well. Stay comfortable this holiday season without compressing style, because Public Rec's game changer pants and clothes, you can really have it all. And for a limited time, our listeners get 20% off your entire order using code JAYCHI Bears at publicrec.com. That's 20% off your order using our code. So now let's go to the Bears injury report ahead of the Green Bay Packers game on Wednesday. The Bears released their first report, and it didn't look good from the top, but it starts to get better toward the bottom. Curhan Amagaji is still out with that calf injury. Jaquan Brisker, who I am super worried about hitting that in a minute, is out with the concussion again, has already been ruled out. Tevin Jenkins with his ankle did not practice. Travarius Moore with a concussion, and Montez Sweat with that ankle. The good news is, though, that Darnell Wright and Braxton Jones were limited. Jarrell Taylor also limited, and Noah Sewell limited. So Bears would potentially get their starting tackles back and an edge that could fill in for Montez Sweat at ease. But I got to get into Jaquan Brisker, guys, because I'm starting to get a little bit worried about him. So from reports that I've seen, Jaquan Brisker now has 5 concussions on his record over the last 5 years. And if you look at that hit that he had where he absolutely demolished a tight end a few weeks back at Soldier Field, he is in bad shape. Clearly, concussions stay around for a while, serious injury, but it was a hard hit. And I'm a little bit worried about Jaquan Brisker here, because it could be a career ender, with considering that he hasn't been reporting at all to Hallis Hall, to Soldier Field, or anything. If I saw him in street clothes this upcoming weekend at Soldier Field, great. I'd feel a little bit better. But guys, send some thoughts and prayers to Jaquan Brisker, because he is a solid player, has a ton of upside. But this concussion thing, man, he just can't get away from. So if you guys please could, in the comment section, please write good blessings, prayers, speedy recovery, anything for Jaquan Brisker, sending him a lot of positive energy right now. But guys, we are less than 200 away from 20,000 subscribers. If you haven't already, if you please could, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm. Or share it with a friend and be like, hey, can you go like this guy's channel? He's about to hit 20,000. He's a Bears YouTuber. Anything like that. Would love to hit 20,000 before Green Bay versus Chicago. And on top of that, speaking of Green Bay versus Chicago, we're having our party this upcoming Sunday at Rizzo's Bar and Inn. Tickets are free. They're in the description. $8 wing baskets, freshie bucket specials, and Authentico margarita specials. Doors open at 10:30, noon kickoff. You're not going to want to miss it. So make sure you guys go out and get your ticket today. But with that, thank you, as always, for tuning in this episode of Just Another Year Chicago Bears. My name is Nick Rohde, and as always, bear down, baby.